All right, we welcome everybody into the Xfinity Hornet Football Weekly. I'm your host, Jason Ross, along with the head coach, Marshall Spurbeck. Coach, the calendar says we're early fall, but you're knee-deep into the season already, 4 weeks in. How's it going?
It's going well. It's flying by here, and we're excited to keep some momentum going off of our big win here against Montana the other night, and we're excited to get back on the road here.
Well, we'll look at that Montana game in a moment. We're going to start looking back early on the season. Oregon State, what a thrilling win for the program, certainly for you and the team. Let's look at a couple of highlights from that game. You're in overtime. You're now trailing for the first time, and you go to your big play guy, Brandon Reed.
I believe it's third down here, and we called the slant route. Brandon goes up, makes a great play. I wish he wouldn't have thrown the ball up afterwards. It would have been a tough two-point play from 15 yards out, but Brandon made a great catch, and very excited afterwards as well.
Now, you say two-point play. You're down one. You could have gone for one. What was the decision to go for two?
Well, we figured it was long in the day. You know, it'd been we're in overtime, and we just wanted to get it done. And so, we had a couple guys in the press box yell down and say, hey, let's run the fade to Brandon, get the ball back to him, and that's what we did.
Well, let's look at that play because it truly was a memorable one. Fleming hooks up with Reed again. So you just like the one-on-one coverage out here?
Yeah, we did. We actually we had put another play in, and Oregon State called timeout. So we went to our second play, and it was the fade route to the corner, and Brandon made a great catch.
Yeah, pure celebration after that. So then we fast forward to the next week, another road trip. You guys go to Southern Utah, which has proven to be a very talented team. But here's a special teams play that you could comment on, which is really a big part of what your team is doing this year.
Well, Coach DePrado does a good job each week of getting these guys ready, and we take a lot of pride in getting after the punter, and we believe every time we go in there that we can block one, and we came up with one right here.
Yeah, that was great at Southern Utah. So then that sets up your offense. You have so many weapons. We saw Fleming to Reed earlier. We know about Brian Hilliard. A lot of fans do. But Jake Croxdale's been in the program a long time, and here's a guy that shows an ability to make another big play for the Hornets.
Yeah, Jake's very workmanlike. He's been in the program for 4 years now, and he's always steady and reliable, and here he shows it again with a nice run to the outside. I believe he picks up about 30 yards here down the sidelines, and our little horn play, and shoot, it was a great effort by Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. So then a tough loss, though. So now you move forward. You stay on the road again. Third straight week. You play at Weber State in conference. Tough game, but again, we got more clips here, and this is going to start with the special teams again, which has proven to be just a weapon for you guys this year.
When we get blocks and big returns and we have things go right for us in special teams, it usually creates energy for our offense and defense, and we've been fortunate to have a lot of big play opportunities in this part of the game.
And that's where Chase DeAdder, so wide receivers coming down, making a key play like that. So pretty impressive what he's able to do. And then let's look back at the offense again. Here's Chase now working as a receiver. Fleming on a little out route near the end zone. This play worked well for the Hornets.
Yeah, it's a play action pass here, and we brought Chase from across the other side of the formation, and he did a good job of getting open and winning on one-on-one coverage.
All right, so 1-2 start at that point, but I know people are going to want to see what happened with the Montana game. Clearly a thrilling victory. We will discuss that. Plenty of highlights from that game. Truly a memorable win for the Hornet program. So we look at the Montana game as we continue with more of the Xfinity Hornet Football Weekly.
Do you want inside access to the NFL? Xfinity gets you closer to the game with a front row seat to everything NFL. Get in-depth 24/7 coverage all season long on NFL Network. With Xfinity, the best seat in the house is in your house. Get NFL Network's 24/7 coverage of all 32 teams, plus game recaps on demand when you upgrade to Digital Preferred TV for just $9.99 more a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
If you're a homeowner searching for a way to reduce your monthly payments, think about this. Mortgage rates are near the lowest level in 6 decades, as low as 3.125%, APR 3.3. But how long will today's rates just sit there? I'm Hayes Barnard, owner of Paramount Equity. And since most people move or refinance every 5 to 7 years, they're choosing our 5-year adjustable mortgage. It's locked at an incredibly low rate for the next 5 years and can only adjust once a year after that. Even better, if rates were to drop for any reason, we'll protect you with a free rate warranty. Because we're a direct lender, we can bypass a lot of the big banks' red tape, and there's never any upfront cost. No matter how long you've been in your home, I'm almost sure we can cut that biggest bill by 15%, maybe more. So give us a call. The savings is all yours. All you pay is less for your mortgage.
5 minutes could save you thousands. Call right now, 1-800-747-1800.
Academics is a top priority at Sac State.
Academics is why I choose Sac State.
Sac State students have many opportunities
to work in the community and get real-world experience.
Just ask any Sac State student or alumni.
Sac State professors are the best.
Professors work directly with the students in the classroom and the laboratory.
I want to study mass communications.
I want to teach,
to learn,
to grow,
to be a leader.
Sac State is a great place to learn.
Leadership begins here.
Academics begin here.
All right, back here on Xfinity Hornet Football Weekly. Jason Ross, Marshall Spurbeck. We talked about the first couple of games, Coach. Now we got to look back at a thriller. This last weekend, first victory for the program against Montana, and really domination by you guys. So let's take a look back at really some of the great moments for the Hornets in Week 1. As we start you out with the opening drive, looked like a planned drive, and you capped it with this beautiful touchdown.
Yeah, we had some big plays in this drive. Jeff Fleming did a great job on the fourth down play, finding Maurice Norris, and then we come back and hit Chase Deatter on a little fade route here in the corner of the end zone. And he put the ball up, gave Chase a chance, and Chase did a nice job coming down with it. When
you get a lead like that, 7-0, just kind of sets a good tone for the game, doesn't it?
Well, I think when you come out and score on your first drive, it gives you confidence, and it gives your entire team momentum going into your next possessions. And I think we came back the next series and we get an interception with the defense, so it carried through as we went through the game.
Well, you guys obviously played well. You need some good fortune. This next clip is special teams play where, Montana happens to have one of their guys coming downfield that ball tips off them, and you guys are opportunistic.
A great heads-up play by Sam McGowan here. He does a nice job of seeing it get hit and picks it up, jumps on it right away. He knew it, and great recovery by Sam.
Yeah, and that just seems like it got the team fired up, kind of keeps the whole thing rolling right there.
We had a lot of good positive moments in that game, a lot of things that created energy for our team, and I really felt that was the big difference in the game, especially early on, getting some of those breaks.
All right, so you guys scored plenty of points. That wasn't a problem in the game, but your defense responded. They had a couple of tough weeks. Here's a play where a guy who's a converted offensive player, Vander Wilkins, one of your senior leaders, made a real nice defensive play here.
Vander's all over the field, and as you can see here, he does a good job of watching the quarterback, getting underneath the throw, and shows some of his running back ability here, returning it for about 15 yards.
All right, so that obviously keeps your offense now back on the field, puts them back on the field. So it sets things up here, and this next sequence, there's a timeout before the play. So your quarterback, Jeff Fleming, comes to you, you give him the plays. Kind of take us through what the discussion is here setting up this nice next touchdown.
Well, we had a lot of discussion over there. There was a lot of ideas, and Jeff had a few of his own, and we finally settled on 2 plays, and we gave Jeff the option based on what he saw from the defense, and he put us in the right play and did a nice job of executing it.
All right, so let's look at that. So Foley, you're trusting him to make this right call, right?
Yes, we did. We kind of gave him a pass-run option, and he saw the defense the way it was set, and he decided to call his own number, and he does a good job of taking it in.
It just gives you guys so many weapons. You have great running backs, receivers, tight ends, but when your quarterback can also run, I mean, what a weapon that is.
I think that's one of Jeff's strengths, is his ability to run the ball and make good decisions on the move. He's done that for 2 years now.
Well, that wasn't the only time he did it in this game. This next one that we got a clip of, clearly improv. It looked like him, a design pass. And is this just Jeff being creative here?
Yeah, I mean, the receiver broke his route off a little quick. It wasn't open, and Jeff did the next best thing, and that's go get what he could, and he get it into the end zone. So nice job by Jeff.
I know after week 2 and week 3 I talked to you. You talked about the team finishing drives. You like that this week?
Yeah, we had 3 drives over 12 plays this last game, and I thought that was another thing that gave our offense confidence as far as being able to go out there and convert some third downs. We were 8 for 16 on third down, which is a big improvement over the week before.
All right, we've talked offense, we've talked defense, we got to get special teams. We've mentioned it being a weapon for your program. Here's Chase Deatter making another amazing play, and not only do you get the block, but Markel Williams finishes it beautifully.
Yeah, Chase does a good job of reaching out here and getting a piece of the ball, and then Markel very heads up. Another ex-running back who knows what to do with the football. Once he picked it up, he found the end zone. It was a great effort at the end there.
What does special team scores do for a team?
Yeah, that's just huge. I mean, between the 3 turnovers by the defense, the score, the 2 blocks, we really had a lot of things going our way that day. That's why it was really a good team win for us. It was all three phases.
All right, another defensive play here is our next highlight. Joe Larche, great guy for the program, a walk-on, a great story. He's now a starter, and he's making plays for you guys.
Yeah, Joe's started now for the better part of 2 years, and he has a natural feel for the ball back there. He really does a good job of tracking things down, and once he gets his hands on it, he's going to make the play. All
right, then maybe my favorite play of the day. I mean, this was for fans, a huge crowd. Everybody loved it. Sam McCowan's in. Hilliard had already done a bunch of damage. And Sam, I mean, he loses the defense here. This is great.
Yeah, Sam had a nice game all the way around, and you can see the move here, the little juke right there at the end, and then it's open field, and he knows what to do with it once he gets there.
Well, and then our final clip on just truly an amazing day for the Hornets, Brandon Reed. This is a guy who was quiet all game long and shows up when you need him at the end.
Yeah, this is a nice play by Jeff, pumping out to the flat there to draw the corner's attention, and then he lays up a nice ball. Brandon goes up, keeps his focus, and comes down with a great catch in the corner of the end zone.
Well, it ends up being a beautiful win for the Hornets, a great day for Sacramento State, and an impressive recap there of the victory over Montana. We will take the break. When we come back, we have our Paramount Equity Mortgage Player of the Week. That's Jeff Fleming. That's next on the Xfinity Hornet Football Weekly.
Do you want inside access to the NFL? Xfinity gets you closer to the game with a front row seat to everything NFL. Get in-depth 24/7 coverage all season long on NFL Network. With Xfinity, the best seat in the house is in your house. Get NFL Network's 24/7 coverage of all 32 teams, plus game recaps on demand when you upgrade to Digital Preferred TV for just $9.99 more a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
All right, welcome back into Xfinity Hornet Football Weekly. I'm Jason Ross. We've got the head coach, Marshall Spurbeck, and as you see, our player of the week, Jeff Fleming, joining us here. Jeff, congratulations on a win and a great week for the Hornets.
Oh, thank you. It was a big week for us, playing Montana, premier team in our conference. So, we just went out there and played our game, and it worked out.
Well, we want a lot of our Hornet fans to know more about you. We got some great highlights from your victory against Montana, but how did you get here? It's a little bit of a strange journey for you to get to Sacramento State.
Yeah, I had a late decision to make a transfer from New Mexico State, the school I was previously at, and every coach from the school called me, and that was really meant a lot to me, and decided to make the long trip here to Sacramento, and it's been great since.
Yeah, and then as far as on campus, your major, and what are you studying right now?
Studying geography. I like a lot of the climatology, like meteorology kind of stuff, but lost a lot of units when I came over, so I'm just kind of making up for that right now. So it's a grind, but I should be graduating on time, so that's nice.
That's great to hear. So, Coach, how does a geography major fit in on the football field like this?
Well, he finds his way pretty good there. When he gets lost, he's able to navigate back into the pocket and make sense of it all.
And for you as the head coach of this team to have Jeff back for a second year, you both look so comfortable. Do you guys have a good synergy between you two?
Yeah, we do. I mean, I really have a lot of faith and trust in Jeff, and we do a lot of things in our offense that gives him audibles and gives him chances to change the play at the line of scrimmage, and I have a lot of trust in him making the right decisions.
All right, well, let's look at some of those plays, guys. First off, Jeff, this play from the last game against Montana, where it's basically, Coach told us earlier, an option for you to decide what you want to do, and looks like you made the right choice to run up the middle there.
Yeah, he just let me choose between two plays, and I saw the defense a little bit spread out, and just decided that I could get up there right down the center and make a play happen, and I believe I wasn't even touched.
Yeah. How much influence do you think you have on the coach on some of the plays?
I just hope that he trusts in me in everything I do, and just having that faith in your quarterback is nice, and it just allows you to open up the game so much more.
All right, let's look at the next one where it clearly shows your improv skills here. It looks like a design pass, but you decided to run for this, and it works well.
Yeah, something went wrong here. It was a little bit short on the route, but defense covered it well, and just had to go in head first and try to get in the end zone.
And it works, and a celebration on the Hornet sideline. So, Coach, when Jeff improvises like that, that's where you let the leash grow longer, I guess, if he makes the play.
With him running, it's always a good thing. He does a great job with his legs. He's probably one of the fastest kids on our team, and he really makes good decisions. The only thing I would say is I wish he knew how to slide a little bit better. That's something we're still working on.
Is that in your game, Jeff?
No, sliding's never been a game. I was never a baseball player, and so I've just always been, this one's going to hurt, but let's go.
All right, well, we've shown off the legs a little bit. Let's see the arm here. Here's a quick little turnaround route, looks like, to Morris Norris. And you've got so many weapons for you, Jeff, out there.
It's great having the wide receiver core that we do and backed up with the running backs. And, this is just a play that's worked out well for us all season. Get the ball to the wide receivers quick and let them, make plays with their feet.
All right, let's see another one, too, where you look deep. This was a short route, so now you go to Brandon Reed, who's been a big play guy for the Hornet program, and kind of describe this play. And we got a different angle on this one. This is a great catch here by Reed.
Yeah, this is one of our shots that we take, trying to catch the defense, jumping routes. And, in fact, their safety played it quite well. He didn't come as far downhill as we thought he might. And thankfully, Brandon Reed went up and made a great catch, kept his feet in bounds, got in the end zone for us, and it was just a big play for us on the offense side.
So from the player's perspective, great win Oregon State, 2 bumps in the road, you get back and beat Montana. What did that win do for you this last weekend?
It got us back on track, I believe, and we just got to really focus on, keeping the ball rolling here. It was a huge win for the program, and we just got to keep our heads on straight and go into this next week, because this week is equally as big as a game.
And well, congratulations on being our Player of the Week. Let's have some more for you.
Definitely, thank you.
All right, that's Jeff Fleming. We will take the break here. We'll come back. We'll look ahead to the Montana State game. That's going to be a big one for the Hornets as we continue with more Xfinity Hornet Football Weekly.
If you're a homeowner searching for a way to reduce your monthly payments, think about this. Mortgage rates are near the lowest level in 6 decades, as low as 3.125%, APR 3.3%. But how long will today's rates just sit there? I'm Hayes Barnard, owner of Paramount Equity. And since most people move or refinance every 5 to 7 years, they're choosing our 5-year adjustable mortgage. It's locked at an incredibly low rate for the next 5 years and can only adjust once a year after that. Even better, if rates were to drop for any reason, we'll protect you with a free rate warranty. Because we're a direct lender, we can bypass a lot of the big banks' red tape, and there's never any upfront cost. No matter how long you've been in your home, I'm almost sure we can cut that biggest bill by 15%, maybe more. So give us a call. The savings is all yours. All you pay is less for your mortgage.
5 minutes could save you thousands. Call right now, 1-800-747-1800.
Do you want inside access to the NFL? Xfinity gets you closer to the game with a front row seat to everything NFL. Get in-depth 24/7 coverage all season long on NFL Network. With Xfinity, the best seat in the house is in your house. Get NFL Network's 24/7 coverage of all 32 teams, plus game recaps on demand when you upgrade to Digital Preferred TV for just $9.99 more a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
All All right, back here on Xfinity Hornet Football Weekly. Coach, one Montana school down, another one staring you in the horizon here, Montana State this week. So let's look at this Montana State team. Very, very talented, highly ranked, kind of team that really doesn't hurt themselves. It's a good program, isn't it?
Yeah, Rob Ash has done a nice job. He took over 4 years ago, and he's come in there and really developed their program each season. They've gotten better. They went to the playoffs last year. They were co-champions of our league last year as well, and he's done a nice job.
And it's a tough place to play. You guys have been to Bozeman before, but always a great crowd. They've got a nice home field win streak, and you guys are familiar with the road early part of the season, so another road test.
Yeah, we've had good games with them. You know, all 4 years that I've been here, we've had good battles with Montana State, and I expect another one come Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, last year obviously was one of the classic games for the Hornets. Unfortunately, a loss, but an overtime thriller at home. Let's look at what some of the things they do well, though. Here's some clips from their game last week at, and don't adjust your set. That's right. That's the Inferno there at Eastern Washington, that red turf. But looks like kind of an inside handoff here for a nice gain.
Yeah, they have a big running back. The Kirk Kidd's 6'1", 210-pound guy that can really run and knock people down. And we're going to have our hands full, getting in his way and making sure we stop him.
Yeah, and they've got options, too, because their quarterback, Denarius McGee, was very good last year as a freshman. He's a guy that can beat you with his legs and also through the air. We got a clip here of Denarius, who's truly a dynamite young quarterback in this league.
Yeah, he was the newcomer of the year last year as a freshman. Kind of came onto the scene and had a breakout year, threw for about 3,800 yards last year as a freshman. And we have a lot of respect for him. He's a good player.
And so they obviously can finish that play, puts them in scoring position. But, they trust their defense, too, and it's something that Montana, they want to be big and physical, Montana State. And, here we got another clip of what their defense and their ability to get after the quarterback. And Eastern is a high-powered offense, and here they get to Bo Levi Mitchell.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with this all season. I believe they're #1 in our conference right now, defending the run, and overall defense, they're right up there at the top as well. They're very physical. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They kind of play within themselves, and they do a nice job week to week to showing up and playing consistent.
All right, we got one more clip from them as well. Another little magic work here from the quarterback, McGee, looking downfield and finding a wide open guy. So, you guys are going to have to be on your toes defensively, certainly this week.
Yeah, we need to be on our toes in all three phases. It's a team game, and we need all three phases to show up and create that energy like we had the other night and rally around each other. And I think if we can do that, we'll have a good night.
And I've heard people say, which Hornet team is going to show up? Obviously, great in week 1, great in week 4. Had some bumps in the road. So what are the things you want to see? I mean, what would be a key or two to victory then to beat Montana State?
Well, I think the turnover battle. We did a nice job coming out against Montana and had 3 turnovers on the defensive side. Offensively, we didn't turn the ball over, and special teams came up with 2 blocks, or 1 block and then the deflection.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we can have those things go our way and we can create some of that momentum for ourselves, I believe we'll put ourselves in good situations.
Well, let's see if the Hornets can do that this week. We've got more of the show coming up. We'll learn more about the Hornet soccer program. That is straight ahead as we continue with Xfinity Hornet Football Weekly.
Going to Sac State has meant a lot to me. As a government major, I've had so many opportunities.
I'm the first in my family to go to college, so I'm kind of testing the waters.
Sac State is better for my education because I get a well-rounded education, as opposed to just going to a trade school where I just learned that trade.
I think that it'll help in getting a career and getting my life started.
The campus itself I just think is gorgeous. All the trees.
I feel really fortunate to be here during a time of so much growth.
It has grown so much as a destination campus.
All my friends are here. The atmosphere is awesome.
I like that I'm right at school and I don't have to walk really far.
Good sports teams.
Yeah, good sports teams.
I like the opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities here.
I'd be happy knowing that I graduated from Sac State.
Well, I've chosen Sac State.
Sac State, and they just give you a lot of love. They show you a lot of love.
Welcome back into the show. Let's shift gears here. We've been talking football. Now we've got to talk soccer. Very successful program here at Sacramento State, joined now by the head coach of the Hornet soccer team, Mike Lindenberger. Coach, congratulations on your past success and most recently the big win over Davis.
Thank you very much. It's been great the last 2 years, winning conference championships, going to the second round of the NCAA tournament, and obviously it's always nice to beat Davis, especially at their place.
Why would you say the program has been more successful the last couple of years?
You know, our recruiting has gotten a lot stronger. We've got better players coming in now, and we've done very well at home. We were undefeated the last 2 years at home, and we've got a lot of talent.
Yeah, well, some of that talent we've got on display here. We've got some clips for you, and it's nice having family ties, I guess, here. Look at this. This is your son, Matt, that has this excellent header coming up here.
Yeah, it's been great having him. He's a junior this year. He's been part of our 2 most successful years and scoring some important goals for us.
So that was a beautiful goal there. I mean, you guys, obviously, you need to score. You need to find different ways to score. And then I think this is a free kick here, and this is against Oregon State. This is an amazing shot.
Yeah, this is a great goal. Chris Betancourt scores this goal. He was our leading goal scorer last year. He already has 4 goals on the season this year.
So on the horizon, a potential move in conferences, maybe some facility upgrades. I mean, soccer's on the rise, isn't it?
We're very excited. We're joining the Big West Conference next year, which is a very prestigious conference in soccer. And looks like we're probably going to get lights for our soccer field by next fall, be able to play some night games.
Well, that's fun. Congratulations on your success, and hope there's a lot more in the future.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, we're going to bring back in Marshall Spurbeck and wrap things up when we come back after this.
Do you want inside access to the NFL? Xfinity gets you closer to the game with a front row seat to everything NFL. Get in-depth 24/7 coverage all season long on NFL Network. With Xfinity, the best seat in the house is in your house. Get NFL Network's 24/7 coverage of all 32 teams, plus game recaps on demand when you upgrade to Digital Preferred TV for just $9.99 more a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
All right, final segment here, Coach. First show in the books. Good stuff. Good to hear from Fleming. We kept him in check.
Yes, we were all concerned he might have gone over the limit, but he did a great job.
Well, good luck to the Hornets this week. Sacramento State could use another victory, another feel-good. Last week was great, and hopefully you guys are able to build off that and take it to Montana State this week.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, and let's keep it going.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week.
Yep.
All right. So everyone join us for another edition next week. We'll be back hopefully talking about a Hornet victory as Sacramento State gets ready to take on Montana State this week. For Marshall Spurbeck, I'm Jason Ross. Thanks to our entire crew. We hope you enjoyed this week's edition of the Xfinity Hornet Football Weekly.